let's do this.
Beautiful and peaceful place where everyone keeps to themselves and they live in harmony by a set of unspoken rules. Unlike Korea, there's not too many bad things I can say about Japan. Shit. Except for the food! Like, you real life expect me to pay.
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I feel like Japanese food might taste good though. Like me personally, I never had Japanese food though, but it be looking good. It be looking exotic.
$30 of my hard-earned money for 2 grains of rice in a Skittle? Get this dookie on my face!
I'm guessing this man been to Japan, but I haven't. If you guys been to Japan, leave me in the comments and tell me how it was like.
Where the food focuses more on presentation than actually fulfilling my hunger. Like, you got a better chance getting full off imagination before you get full off this piece of dung. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, I'm pretty sure this is more of an Asian thing rather than a Japanese thing, because I've seen it in Korea too. But the toilets are in the ground! Wait, I cannot make this up this.
Nah, that shit is fucking crazy, bro. Nah. That shit is fucking weird, bro. Yo, I'm not squatting all the way down just to take a shit, bro. Y'all is bugging.
Life. Not my life, motherfucker. Yours. The toilet is literally a part of the ground.
That cannot be true, bro.
You got a better chance catching flight reacts making 2 laughs in a row before you see me defecating in this atrocity. I put this on everybody's soul but mine. I can 200% guarantee you there's 14 different STDs waiting to grace your cheeks the millisecond you sit down. You're gonna have to put a 12 gauge to my mom melon to make me even slightly consider using this. At that point, I might as well up 12 gauge on her myself. Now, thankfully, they do have the normal toilets. Okay, it's just my luck that I managed to come across top 10 worst inventions of all time the very moment I had to use the bathroom. Now, being a black person overseas.
How'd you like shit though, dude? Like, you cannot. You just like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, I could imagine trying to shit over that, bro. It'd be terrible. And trying to pee too, bro. Yo. You're trying to pee, bro. That shit will go everywhere except the actual thing.
You're bound to get stared at. And I've been in South Korea for the last 11 months. So I'm used to it. But I swear to Bob, every single time I caught someone looking at me in Japan, they had the most irritated, disgusted,
look at this monkey
you can ever make on their face. They was giving me that Dabo treatment. Yo, like, bro, I know
they be doing my boy Dabo dirty with that picture, bro.
I'm a 4 at best, but ain't no way I'm that chopped. You gotta look at me like you just got done eating British food every time you see me. Even if they had a mask on, you can see the disdain in the eyebrows.
Damn.
Like, bitch, what is you looking at? One old head on the train stared me down for a good 30 seconds. I don't know if he was scanning my power level or what, so I shot him a little wave.
No, that's when you do that.
This nigga shook his head in disappointment and walked away. I mean, he was like, nah, not good enough to marry my daughter. I mean, he right, but damn. One thing I did find amusing though, seeing drunk people laid out in the middle of the sidewalk. Now, them being laid out wasn't necessarily funny. It was the positions they lay in. Like,
wait. Niggas be getting drunk in Japan for real?
Somehow always managed to end up in the most bizarre animation possible. Like, how do you even get like this? The fuck was you drinking? Ethanol? I don't drink, but I know for a fact it was never that deep for you to be out here looking like a Looney Tunes character. And what makes it even wilder, they be having the cleanest fits on. Like, bro, you is in a whole Gucci suit. Get the fuck off the ground, pussy. But I don't want to make it seem like being black in Japan is the worst fate imaginable. In fact, it's low-key better than Korea. For instance, the air quality. In Korea, it smell like 2 cans that bounce that ass in Discord mod sweat.
So he's been to Korea and Japan, but that's really kind of cool, actually. I want to take a trip.
So when I landed in Japan, I broke down crying immediately. Shit was so special, I had to save it in the jar for later. And not only is the air clean, but it's just clean in general. I'm talking about streets so clean you can eat off them.
I'm about to smack.
And one of the biggest things I immediately noticed upon arrival was how normal everyone looked. What? Now you probably like, boo, you expected them to look like anime characters or something?
I ain't gonna lie. A little bit. This might sound racist, but a little bit.
Nah, I'm playing. But that's how they look in Korea. Everybody and their mom got plastic surgery over here. Before I realized it was plastic surgery, I was genuinely questioning my sanity. Like, how these motherfuckers look so damn good? Shit look photoshopped.
Wait. Oh, damn, that's crazy.
When I pulled up Japan, I had PTSD and was shocked to see people that actually look normal. Except for the fact that they had dreads. How the fuck is that possible? Now, realistically, I couldn't care less. I'm not finna gatekeep a hairstyle that I don't even have. But seeing Japanese people with dreads caught me off guard. I'm not even going back to you. Plus, they shit was clean too. Now y'all got no excuse on why black people got the worst hairstyles in video games. Cause if I gotta rock this Jackson 5 ass wig one more time, I'ma smack this shit. And one thing you should consider before traveling to Japan is the rules. Not laws, rules. Nobody tells you what they are. They just expect you to automatically know. Like, don't talk on the train, don't eat while walking, don't...
Wait, you can't talk to each other on the train, or you just can't answer a phone call on the train?
Don't sneeze, don't blink too loud. Matter of fact, don't even exist. I was walking down the street eating a snack, and 2 old ladies looked at me like I had a Wizards jersey on. Like, damn, my fault, twin. A nigga still hungry after I paid $200 in the left half of my brain for a grain of cheese. That's crazy. Speaking of cheese, the 7-Elevens in Japan are amazing. You can walk into that motherfucker and walk out with a 4-course meal, a legal divorce, and a new hairline. They got everything you need and everything you...
That is not a 7-Eleven, but that is a supermarket.
Need. Unlike 7-Eleven in America, you walk in and immediately you getting jumped by a rat and a dude named Lil Herpy. But in Japan, that shit is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I almost broke down crying in hour 3 looking at shit I can't even pronounce. But something else I find funny is the fact that damn near every black dude overseas is either a rapper or an English teacher. No in between.
Nigga, what? Got it.
Then I came across something called a Capsule hotel. I thought I was about to get a room, maybe a bed, maybe even a bathroom. Nah! Them niggas gave me a box to sleep in and called it a day. I'm like, yo, is this a hotel or an air fryer, bitch? Cool, by the time I stepped out, I had 71 offers, my taxes was done, and Andrew Reed shot about 3% from the field. I had to sit on the edge of the sidewalk for a couple minutes thinking, what the f just happened to me? But now, after everything I talked about so far, I got something to tell you. None of that shit matters, because there is one thing that I had on my bucket list for my trip to Japan, and it did not disappoint. I mean, something so beautiful it'll make a blind man want to crack. Something so magnificent it almost made my dad come back.
Nah, nigga, he ain't coming back.
Almost. Something so outstanding I was able to listen to 10 whole seconds of a KSI song. That's a world record, bitch. I'm talking about Japanese boxing. Shit was so gorgeous I had to put a ring on it. I mean, when you talk about top 5 fine shit all time, you got Michelle Obama, Ryan Reynolds, and LeBron. But somewhere on that list, we gotta put Japanese boxing. I'm talking about if you really want your kids to be a beast, send them 2-3 years to Japan and forget. That might have been what my dad did. But now all bullshit to New Mexico, Japan is amazing, bro. There's a lot of stuff that overlaps with being black in Korea, so I really had to nitpick. Except for those toilets. Using those should be a punishment only reserved for the worst people alive. Like Diddy, because I promise you, if you sit down on that, you're gonna mutate into a bed bug. But in my honest opinion, if I had to choose between Korea and Japan, I want nigga dollar. That shit was trash. So yeah, being black in Japan is alright, I guess. All this overseas shit making me miss my niggas back home. But if you're Japanese, lived, or traveled to Japan, share experience down in the comments. I do not want anyone to base their sole perspective of Japan from me. Hey, hold on. Don't move. You already lost. You already lost. Got you right where I want you.
What's this nigga talking about?
Yeah. You know what, you're just gonna watch this video?
Whoa.
You know what, you were just gonna watch this video.
Whoa.
And go on about your day with no consequences?
Yes, nigga, what the
fuck? You thought you was gonna watch this video.
Whoa.
Spend 8 minutes of your life.
Yes.
And go about your day with no repercussions?
Yes, nigga.
Nah, don't move.
Whoa.
I got you right where I want you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Smack that like button.
Whoa.
Go ahead, smack it.
I ain't doing that.
No, don't move.
Whoa.
Smack that like
button. Yeah, we getting the fuck off, bro. This freaky ass nigga. Freaky ass rock. If you guys like this video, leave a like and subscribe. We're gonna do some more.